Putin has finally made his move. No, not on the battlefield or with tanks, but with missiles. And this time, the destination is Iran. You're watching Times XP, and as the tension rises between Tehran and Washington, Moscow has quietly stepped in now. Though not quietly anymore. A new arms agreement, a fresh military handshake, and nearly $589 million on the table. According to a report by the Financial Times, Iran has signed a major weapons deal with Russia. And you know what the centerpiece is? The advanced 9K333 Worba air defense system. This is not a bulky fixed missile battery though, this is portable, shoulder fired, carried by a single soldier. It is simple to deploy and deadly in effect. Welcome to Times XP and let's break this down. Iran is set to receive 500 Worba launchers, along with 2,500 9M336 missiles, the weapon that powers the system. And you know the missile itself, the 9M336 missile, well, it is precise, designed to track the heat temperature of its target, which basically means low-flying fighter jet, cruise missiles, attack drones. Everything is in the reach here. And wait, what does that mean? Because modern air campaign depend on oil superiority here. Jets fly low to avoid the radar, cruise missiles skim terrain, and drones approach silently. But systems like Worba, they are built precisely to counter that strategy. They don't rely on massive radar networks here. They rely on the heat detection. See the heat, log the target, and then fire. Well, deliveries are expected between 2027 and 2029, but reports suggest that some units maybe already have reached Iranian hands. Now, if that is true, then that means the reinforcement of Iran's airspace could already be underway, quietly, gradually, and strategically. And look at the timing, of course. The US has been increasing its military presence in the region. More patrol, more electronic warfare aircraft, and more readiness drill. Iran, in response, have been strengthening its air defense layers. Everything, long-range system they have, medium-range system, and now short-range portable shields. Basically, a layered defense strategy it is. High-altitude threats, mid-altitude threats, low-altitude threats, all covered. Now, for Russia, this is more than just business, right? It's more like an influence. Every launcher that is delivered, it tightens military coordination between Moscow and Tehran. Every missile shipped sends a geopolitical message here. Russia is not stepping back from the Middle East. It is stepping deeper in. Now imagine the battlefield scenario here. An incoming aircraft, it is flying really low. Pilot really confident that radar has not detected him at all. But on the ground, a soldier hidden behind the terrain. Shoulder launcher is ready. In fact, infrared seekers searching for engine heat. A sharp tone signals lock on. Seconds later, it is launched. Well, this is the kind of threat Air Forces take every single day very seriously because portable systems are harder to predict, harder to neutralize, and deadly if underestimated. So, what are we seeing here? Well, a widening military partnership between Russia and Iran. Missiles moving, money flowing, defense tightening, all while tensions with the US is simmering. This is not a headline about a single weapons deal, ladies and gentlemen. It is a sign that alliances are hardening, that airspace is becoming more contested, that the Middle East remains a chessboard of global power. And once again here, well, Vladimir Putin is making sure that Russia has a strong piece on that board.